roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the streets of virtual Chicago. For the second time in a row, the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series is ready to rock, roll, and rumble on the virtual Chicago street course. Tonight is the Premier Racing Setups 120, exclusively on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. As always, I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside Mr. Redneck announcer Jacob Reeves, and Bigglestein hopped in on production. Hope everybody has had a great weekend. We're ready to make the lefts and the rights and the twists and the turns. And there's Central Park, and there's the trucks lining up. And Jacob, you know, I vouched to get this race here a couple of seasons ago. They finally did it. We're ready to rock and roll here tonight in Chicago, buddy. Good evening.
Yes, sir, Wesley Allen. Good evening, buddy. I mean, I remember you vouched and wanted this right here. You said that if we didn't get to race on the Chicago street course that you was going to quit. Like, literally, you was just going to say the hell with it. Just drop what you had and just, I'm just kidding.
That's not true. That is not true.
I was kidding. I was kidding the whole time about it. But certainly this is going to be a one of those wild card races. It has seemed like every single time NASRA has come to the Chicago street course, it's turned out 10 times better than what NASCAR really did pull off at the Chicago street course. So I'm a fan of it when NASRA runs here, but anything else Anything else, I think it sucks. But I'm happy that NASRA comes back here because it damn sure does put on a show.
Well, we're about ready. There's a look at the schedule coming off of, obviously, Iowa. The last couple of weeks, some short track races, and the field is gritting, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to take a look at the starting lineup. Lucas Lyons, Baldy from Kentucky for the Bandits on the pole. And the defending champion, multi-time winner this year, Jonathan Cofield from Mumford in the 58 row 1. Mission 1 will find Kerry Tribune in the 7 and Phil Pappas in the 88 on row number 2. Then it's going to be Adam Newton in the 19, Cole Larson in the 20 on row 3. Row 4, Kermit DeFrog, the 27 of Luke Smith, Matt Cherry to the outside, Keith Haney, Roger Diebold, your top 10, the Spice Man, former champion Chris Cinnamon, and Chad Ross has looked good in weeks of late. The Goodrich, number 38, will start outside row 6 in 12.
Yeah, the James Kaufman's going to be rolling up for P13 with VP Operations for the North American Sim Racing Association. Cody Knott rolling off P14. Ironically enough, the boss man, Brady LaBeouf, the president, is going to be rolling off from 15th with J.D. Larson rolling off for P16. Joshua Sustakapa and the man behind the Florida Cabinet Distributors Endurance Series be rolling off for P17 with Buzzy Mongold in P18. Craig Schroeder's going to start 19th, and Dane Hagan, the top 20. Peyton Johnson, Tyler Dittmer, Holiday Brian Chew, and Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr., the top 24.
Moving on to row number 13 on the grid, you're going to find the drivers of Shane Trotter and Robert Richards, Justin White, Tyler Goodwin, making up row 14. Top 30 in the countdown, they'll find Shane Scott and Raul Meza. Ryan Delaveau will start 31st. Shotgun on the field. TJ Moore is the race director. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight's event. 3 stages, 60 laps. Stage 1 will go to lap 13. There will be green flag conditions to go to lap 13. Then we'll move into the midway point of the race in Glass Mechanics Stage 2. The glass will break and they'll run to lap number 25 before what will probably be the only competition caution or the only yellow flag presented by Serve Pro of the event. Then they'll re-rack them, restack them for a 35-lap shootout for stage number 3 to lap number 60. Unlimited attempts at overtime, throw that out the window. They're going to run 60 laps total, 4 total sets of tires, fuel limit around 75%. That's roughly around, 15 to 20 laps, I'd say, on a tank of fuel here at the streets of the road course at Chicago.
Yeah, you're right 100% off of that right there, I believe, Wesley. One thing I don't like, I don't know what the whole deal is with it, but you saw it right there for the very first stage. We'll go all the way to 13. 13 is not the luckiest of numbers. So, seriously, 13 is not a lucky number. So, staying green, you got a road course. It's real tight here, and then you've got to associate with a 13. Damn, I don't know about that. I don't know. It sounds like some freaky stuff right there, a little unlucky stuff to me.
Weather conditions, track temp at 82 degrees, 77 on the sim temp, northeast winds at 2 miles an hour, 4 kilometers. It is clear conditions. So they're working their way into the final turns to make their way to the green flag. Couple of trucks being held on pit lane, like Tyler Dittmer. By the way, I know we're after Veterans Day week, but we did see the thing honoring Tyler Dittmer. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service as we come to green. It's go time. The Premier Racing Setups 120 is underway. There's that tight left-hand turn. Look out. Oh, everybody works perfectly rounding the first corner or two.
Yeah, Wesley, you remember last time we were here for the DSR Electric Truck Series, there was already beef started off right there in the very first turn. Remember Lucas Lyons, Phil Pappas. Ironically enough, Pappas and Lyons, or Lyons and Pappas, I should say. Lyons leading, Pappas sitting in the 4th spot. Ironically enough, you can't even make this up. I'm sure both of them might have had shades of flashbacks from the last time when DSR was here, but Lyons starting to lead and starting to try to find a way to pull away. He's got a second on Cofield, Kerry Tribune, Pappas, Newton, the top 5.
Rounding the corner back to where, heading to the midway part of the course, heading into the part of town. That's Cole Larson. Boy, he's in the dark. Got car trucks all around him. Cherry on the outside. On his driver elbow to the right. Working now around these tight confines, creating now Central. Heading down Grand Central here.
Yeah, I mean, riding on board with Keith Haiti right there, the 87. Just, I mean, you mentioned it, very, very tight confines, or what I like to call tight spots, literally all the way around this thing. I mean, I can tell you what as tight is, but I'd probably get fired. So, everybody, get your mind out of the gutter. I was not going there. Joshua Susta, watch how he's driving into turn 1 right here. Getting right there. Obviously, got drivers behind him trying to make it a little bit rough on him. James Kaufman right there, the 25. J.D. Larson there, smack dab in the middle of that as well. But Brady LaBeouf also right there in front of him. So, basically one lane, if you will, at this point with drivers working their ways around. The one driver at all of them that was the fastest on the first lap, the only one to hit a 137, and it was Lucas Lyons, who leads right now.
2.2 mile, 2.14 mile per kilometer facility. 12 turns that runs through downtown Chicago, winding around Grant Park, past landmarks including Buckingham Fountain. Some of the places, of course, that are around this course here. 12 turns. Lakeshore Drive, Michigan Avenue, Columbus Drive, just some of the places that they'll drive through as we have an accident, but no caution. But here's a look at a replay. What happened to Brian Chu, the Holodaddy from Florida, in trouble here in Chicago early.
Yeah, I mean, hate to see that for him. Holodaddy Brian Chu, just like, yeah, he just overdrives it. Truck's not able to turn. We've seen that numerous times. I believe that is actually the second turn, if I'm not mistaken. Just drives it in there. The damn thing just does not turn. And he just gets himself in a bad spot right there. There's Joshua Suss. He's a little bit slow right here on the front stretch, trying to get that number 80 back going. Back there, he falls back another spot. Triple J slides by him. So now, obviously, Cody Knott right behind him trying to make it happen as well. But certainly, some guys are some big movers, and some are not so big movers. One of them is obviously Triple J, which is obviously Lucas Slide and Jonathan Cofield's teammate. And here is the battle for the lead is on. Bandits racing, baby. Oh, baby, Kerry Tribune trying to maybe slide in there, maybe mess it up.
Right now, Kentucky's Lions out in front. You're on board now with another race that's going on inside the top 5. That's Kerry Tribune. He's in third. And we got trouble on the racetrack. Shane Scott, Cody Knott, Ryan Dillevo, all trying to miss all this. We stay green. Remember, no caution will come out. There's a look at Shane Scott's face. He keeps on trucking, baby, literally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be laughing, because usually he listens to the broadcast while he's racing. I'm not 100% if I would try that, because odds are I would probably screw it up. But there you see contact with Cody Knott. See what happens. Cody's already down there on the bottom side right there up against the wall. Scott might have come down across his nose and just set it down on top of him. And then obviously, literally, it is a blind drive right there around the corner. Unless somebody's hitting the push to talk button, keying up and letting everybody else know that's coming behind them, that is a bad deal right there waiting to happen, because you come around some of these corners, especially these 90-degree corners, Wesley, and you got trucks in front of you, you got so much going on, you have no idea what the hell's going on in front of you. You could easily come around one of those curves and bam, something be right there, and you could literally T-bone somebody coming off these corners.
And remember, the thing that you got to also remember is that, literally, we will not see a caution until the end of Glass Mechanics Stage 2, because normally road courses do not have full course cautions on iRacing. That's just something that, one thing you just, as long as I've been calling iRacing on road courses, they don't throw a yellow flag unless it's like at the end of a stage or at the halfway mark of the race. So pretty much that's what they're doing. So you're going to see green flag racing. You're probably going to see a lot of instant replays for on-track accidents that happen during green flag racing, and it will not trigger a yellow flag like we saw what happened with Cody Nod and obviously Brian Chu. There's Cole Larson. He's in the number 6 position. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening on the radio. We're just getting started. NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series from the streets of Chicago.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
The NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series in season number 6 is making lefts and right turns on the homemade, man-made Chicago street course. That is the site of tonight's Premier Racing Setups 120 here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network and listening on CRN. I'm Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves alongside Dean Hopton on production. Couple of thrills and spills to start, but we're also heading to under 10 to go in stage 1. Kind of crazy that we're saying that already in the first stage of the race, Jacob, but this stage is only 13 laps.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Wesley. I mean, you know, and you mentioned it a second ago. I mean, it's going to be just literally green, 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 green all the way to the end of Glass Mechanics Stage 2. So, folks, if any of you drivers out there, if you had a couple of chili dogs for supper, you're probably screwed. Especially, I mean, you're going to have to wait literally 25 laps to try to run to the toilet. I mean, that's how bad of the deal is out of this, Wesley. I mean, it's just green, 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 green. That's just how it is right here. You know, when they go road course racing, they don't throw nothing for nothing. Oh no, Peyton Johnson sideways trying to hold on to it. Got tagged from the back end as well, but he's able to save it. Good Lord have mercy. That could have been a whole lot worse.
There's a song, I think it's called Nothing for Nothing Leaves Nothing or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Nothing for nothing leaves nothing. Come on, Dean. You got to sing it with me, buddy. Whoa, Chad Ross going around. Chad Ross in the 38 with a problem as we continue racing on. There is the number 12. There's Craig Schroeder back rolling again. Eyebolt's got Keith Haney as they run through Grant Park. Columbus Drive, here we come, baby.
I'm kind of curious about this, because I've never been to Chicago. I've never been up there. I mean, certainly I've never lost anything up there, but look, in school, you know, when I was little and everything else, I was a huge fan of watching pro basketball and everything. And I was a big fan of the Chicago Bulls. And everybody knows about the Chicago Bulls, you know, intro, you know, where they got the running of the Bulls through the streets and everything else. And they're, you know, all that other crap. But here's the thing. As we see Chad Ross going down pit road,
Alan Parsons Project Sirius is their theme song.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, nobody remembers any of the words, if there was any words to it. Everybody just loved the damn start of it. Everybody loved that part. But I don't know. I always listen to the first little part of it. But where did the Bulls on the video? Where exactly did they run on the streets of Chicago?
They ran down Grant Park. They ran down Columbus Drive in Grant Park, the same place where they're running the trucks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should have had some of them come out there and have little Bulls trucks and everything.
The more you know.
Yeah, running of the Bulls here. Yeah. I mean, there
Yes,
you go.
sir. Yeah, we're going to get busted by YouTube for copyright.
I will say this, though, Wesley,
It's the worst
just how
copyright ever, but it is copyright.
I will say this, though, Wesley. I mean, we were talking about that, just how tight this place is and everything. I mean, what I was going to say earlier was that as tight as this place is, it is tighter than a tick's butt, is what it really is. I mean, that's just how tight it is. But I'm not saying that. No, I'm not going to say that, folks. But I will say this. Running of the Bulls, Grand Central, this may end up being somewhat like the Run of the Bulls. This could be the thinning of the herd because it's all going to be about survival here this evening.
Still racing on. Yeah, it's definitely going to be like the thinning of the herd. We'll see who can survive it. As right now we are heading into the final 5 laps when they come back to the line for the Premier Racing Setups 120 Chicago Street Course. There it is, lap 8 of 60, and so far Baldy has led the way. The man from Kentucky, Lucas Lyons.
Well, he didn't got it by much, though, Wesley. I mean, about a half a second. I mean, literally, look right behind him. And there you see Jonathan Cofield, who is literally wearing out the back end. And don't look now, but Kerry Chabu's back there just a little bit laying in the weeds. All 3 of these guys, very, very good on the road courses. Adam Newton sitting up there in the 4th spot. If something happened between 1, 2, 3, he may have a shot. Cofield getting a little bit sideways, getting a little bit loose as well. And Pappas right there as well. So, but granted, Pappas, he's 8 seconds back. Newton's 2 seconds back. Front 3's the only ones that's really tied. But don't count out 4th, 5th, even 6th back there with Kermit the Frog. These 3 get into it up here. Must see some fireworks. We've seen it before happen.
Don't forget Lucas Lyons coming off of the win last Monday night in the Brickyard 200 at Iowa Speedway in the virtual cornfields of the Midwest. And Lucas Lyons again, right now leading. Cofield in 2nd. Jonathan Cofield, 2-time winner this year, joining Adam Newton, but he's also back-to-back. As obviously... Correction now, Adam Newton is a 3-time winner this year. Jonathan Cofield is a 2-time winner, but he is the only driver to win back-to-back this season. He won at Homestead and the following week at Rockingham. Right now, Lions in the lead. There's Buzzy Mongold. What a solid run for him. To infinity and beyond in the Windy City. And there's the leader. Boy, I'll tell you what, Lyons just methodically working these corners perfectly. I mean, you got a champion in Cofield right on your back door, and Lyons is not phased one bit by it. 4 to go in stage 1.
No, I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not phased by it, not one bit. I mean, and, Lyons trying to kind of, mix it up. I mean, obviously, both of these guys, we've talked about it before. Lyons, Cofield, they're buddies. They race together. Maybe they had beef, in the past. I don't know. I mean, there's history between these guys. That's why they're on the same team. And we may see a little bit extra history right here between them. Literally, Cofield sends it down on the inside, showing every bit of it that he can. Lyons trying to fight hard as well. Good Lord, they better watch themselves. Kerry Chabu's right there behind them. And the Bulldog, Adam Newton, right there in that red truck right there behind them in the 19. So he's not too far away from this battle. But Lyons had to fend off a challenge from defending series champion Jonathan Cofield. And mind you, Jonathan Cofield, he's pretty damn good here. If I remember correctly, Wesley, he won this race last season.
Certainly did. And right now, just patiently sitting in the number 2 position here, right now, here at the streets of Chicago. It's Lyons, Cofield, Tribune, Newton, and Pappas, your top 5. Everybody right now being mindful of what's going on course. We're going to go side by side to thank our sponsors, but you will not miss a thing because we will still have our voices calling the action. We just want to mention of like the fabled cigar-smoking creature that is Murph's Magical Creations there, Jacob. Made with love.
Yeah, obviously, old Murph, Murph's Magical Creations. Murph does a lot of crazy cool stuff. And, the power of the unicorn is certainly in full force here tonight. Trying to help out drivers like Adam Newton and Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, and other drivers that supporting Murph's Magical Creations. So you saw the number, you saw the email, go check it out. Give old Murph a holler, and I guarantee you he will make you something that you will be so happy about. And Wesley, it's November. We're getting ready for Christmas. Call him. Maybe he can hook you up and get you hooked up before Christmas, get you a Christmas gift.
That's right. Yeah, hopefully they'll change Dean's voice in the background.
Dear Lord.
Jonathan, the Lions 3D designs rear into that trunk full for the driver at Cofield. He's got a trunk full of the tailgate of the leader, but right there just waiting patiently. Gotta wonder if he's waiting to strike here. Some traffic up ahead, man. Is that Ross? I think it is. Yeah, Ryan Dillevo, the 11, way off the pace up ahead. There you see him. And they're going to overtake this man here. There's Ryan. And the leaders are in full pursuit. They're going to run him down, and there's 2 to go in stage number 1 here.
Yeah, only 2 more spots. Boy, Cofield locked them up, trying to go into the corner. They're catching up to Ryan Dillevo, as you mentioned. So maybe try to use him up, use him as a pick, something. Kerry Tribune, Adam Newton, they have fell back tremendously from this battle, riding on board with the Bulldog. Adam Newton trying to go for 3rd, but he's going to be up here on the top side. Will Kerry Tribune give way? Yes, he will. So the Bulldog, Adam Newton, will go to 3rd. Kerry Tribune will get kicked back to 4th. And Newton up 2 spots from where he started. Pretty good run for him. Mind you, there is other drivers that is up numerous positions as well, like Peyton Johnson up 10, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. up 10, Tyler Goodwin up 10, Shane Scott, we saw that issue he had with Cody Knott earlier. He's up 10 spots as well. And even Ryan Dillevo, who we see just went 1 lap down, he's up 8 spots from where he started. If somehow or another he can luck up and get the lucky dog out of this, he's going to be in prime real estate right here.
Closing in on the final lap here of stage 1. Jonathan Cofield, remember, stage points are on the line. Both of these drivers already punching their ticket into the playoffs, working off the final turn at turn 12. Coming back down the front straightaway. And 1 lap to go as they go off of East Jackson Drive into East Balbo Drive into turn 1 and 2. Lakeshore Drive is where they're turning to now. Lakeshore Drive to turn 3 and 4. Now making the turn now, heading towards South Columbus Drive. Once they get off this sharp turn. That's where Grant Park is. That's where the main city skyscrapers are of downtown Chicago. Now they head off of South Columbus Drive into turn number 6 between East Roosevelt Road and South Michigan Avenue. Heading towards Grant Park. And look at the awesome skyline of those beautiful cities and buildings and skyscrapers as they work now heading towards Columbus Drive. From South Michigan Avenue, now through Grant Park, Lakeshore Drive, making their way back now, heading to East Jackson Drive, and they're coming to complete the first stage of the race. A dandy, some thrills and spills, but it flew by rather quickly, and you're going to give the opening stage here, Jacob, to Lucas Lyons, but remember, they will race on in to Glass Mechanics stage number 2. They're working the final corner.
Yeah, but that only will be if Cofield can't get there. And odds are Jonathan Cofield is not able to get there. And big time right here shot for Baldy. Lucas Lyons, double L, coming to the line. He's going to win stage number 1. But we stay green, and we'll run straight into, there's the Glass Veteran. Glass Mechanics stage 2. Lucas Lyons wins stage 1. He may be trying to go for the sweep, Wes.
It's time to break the glass. Break some glass here, Dean. Break the glass. Well, it's real glass outside breaking. What do you He broke his mom's china. And we're in Glass Mechanics stage number 2, everybody. This will be 12 laps. Remember, caution will come out at the end of stage number 2, presented by Glass Mechanic, a Serve Pro yellow flag on lap number 25. And right now, man, this race is flying by at a great pace. 21 minutes into it. We're going to go take a break. When we come back, we got more from Chicago. Stay with us, baby. We're rocking and rolling left and right in Chicago, making noise in the Windy City. Back here at the Chicago Street Course on iRacing. And the Premier Racing Setups 120 rolls along. Lucas Lyons, winner of stage number 1, and he continues his momentum by about a 0.6 of a second over Jonathan Cofield. 3 seconds back, 3-time winner Adam Newton. Kerry Tribune, 9 seconds back. Almost 13 seconds back is Phil Pappas in the top 5, Jacob. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, and, waiting to kind of see is now we're starting to see some drivers elect to jump down pit road, Matt Cherry being one of them, jumping down pit road right here at lap 15 with 11 to go here in stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. And Wesley, this is going to be a little bit different for some of these drivers. Track temp's not that high, air temp's not that high. Depending on how you've been driving your truck, depending on how hard you've been driving the truck, all that good stuff. Some drivers may take tires. Obviously, Matt Cherry, you see him, he's going to take 4 tires. Some drivers may just bypass it altogether and say, screw it, just give me some gas and let me send it on out there. They got enough sets of tires to make it all the way through the race. But at the same time, some drivers may just say, you know what, I just want to get gas, get in, and get out. Because maybe they're not real keen on racing on the cold tires. Maybe they're more keen racing on the worn-out rubber that's got a little heat in it. His lines over sends it going into turn 1. Jonathan Cofield will get by. Adam Newton will get by. Kerry Tribune tried to race him down as well. Tragedy struck for the 41 in turn 1. Lucas Lyons overshot the corner, and he's going to pay for it.
That's the mistake that we talked about you did not want to make, but he did. And it is Cofield now being showed as the new leader. Adam Newton now going to go back to second spot. He was 3 seconds back. Lucas Lyons will now retain third. Here's a replay of what happened to the most recent winner of the series. It's Iowa and dominated stage 1, and now just made a mistake and locked him up. He couldn't turn.
Boy, I'm telling you right now, I mean, he literally looked like he was driving on owl crap right there. I mean, literally, just sent it in there, slicker than owl crap, set it straight in there, bam, hit the wall, over driving it. But you got to give Cofield a little bit of credit because Cofield was wearing him out, even though they're teammates and they're talking and everything else. Certainly had to blow the corner, screw it up a little bit. Pappas right there riding in the fifth spot. He about blew the corner as well. I mean, pressure's starting to get to these old boys.
Did you say owl crap?
Yeah.
You nasty. Okay. All right.
You never heard that phrase?
No, that
Slicker than owl crap. You ain't never heard that?
No, it must be a Georgia thing.
I've heard it numerous times, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Look it up. It's a killer phrase. I mean, you can use that. You can keep that one if you want it. Yeah.
No, you can keep it. I don't want you saying.
Oh, come on.
You man, come on, Batman. You get a phrase. No, you get a phrase, and it's owl crap. I am Batman. Oh, you can't stop laughing. Hang on now, compose yourself now. We still got a long way to go here. We'll be looking for under 10 to go, and Jonathan Cofield now leading the way. We got a flying mouse to kill, and I'm going to clean my claws. You remember that movie, Jacob?
I very much no.
Oh,
What movie was that from?
It was the movie from Batman, 1989, with the Joker, Jack Nicholson.
What was the phrase again?
We've got a flying rat to kill, and I'm going to clean my claws.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It took me a minute. It's been forever. I love all the Batman movies. I love every single one of them. I watched every single one of them. And it took me a minute because I haven't watched the 89 one. I haven't watched that one in a long time, but surely is a classic for all the Batman fans out there.
I love the Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of flying, you're going to be flying into the King of Talladega coming up in 2 weeks. My goodness, wait a minute. It starts this Sunday. Yes, sir. It starts this Sunday, the King of Talladega. There it is. There's the details. We're going to be off on Happy Turkey Burger Day. Oh, and by the way, Jacob, we gotta let Brady and Trey and Cody know the Iron Bowl is going to be a night game for the first time since 2014. Alabama and Auburn, the Iron Bowl, November the 29th. So, got to do it in the afternoon, not at nighttime. Got to be done by at least done by 7 o'clock. That's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I just now saw that. I was looking earlier and nothing was there. But certainly that is sad. If you want my honest opinion, I don't like 7:30 games. I think they suck, to be honest with you.
You don't like night games?
Well, I mean, it's okay, but you got to think about this for a second, Wesley. You got to think about it for the rednecks and all them. They're already drinking at 1 o'clock. They're priming south for 3:30. They're ready to rock and roll, baby. 7:30. Hell, we're already completely trashed. We're ready to go to bed.
That means more DUIs for the Auburn people.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of Alabama fans that'll travel there as well. So I mean, you're in a bad spot either way.
They have designated drivers. They can afford it. Yeah. They can afford it. I'm gonna get my ass kicked by Jackie here in a minute. Keith, she's a diehard Auburn fan. I'm an Alabama fan. By the way, speaking of Alabama, what in the hell happened Saturday with Oklahoma, man? Come on, guys. What in the world? Hold on to the football.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm not happy about it. None of us is happy about it. Anybody that's an Alabama fan absolutely hates it, and we think it sucks. But yeah, I mean, that's just a bad deal.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Green flag pit stops to the leader. Jonathan Cofield's coming in. So what did I say? What did I say when we came on the air? What did I say? Between 20 laps on a set of fuel? And here they are. So here we go. They're coming down pit road at lap number 20. Or lap 19, actually.
Yeah, coming down, and obviously, Wesley, will they take tires? Will they take just gas? We'll see what happens. Cofield did not take tires. He just said, I'm going to take gas and send it on out there. And that is something, that we're going to see a lot of guys right here. Adam Newton doesn't look like his truck's getting jacked up either ways. Kerry Tribune doesn't look like he's going to do it. I wouldn't expect them with 6 to go right here at stage 2 presented by the Glass of Cake to just jump down pit road and take tires. At this point, as Keith Haney just knocked the damn wall down, literally, Yeah, thank you. I mean, perfect timing for the glass sound, but he just nailed that wall coming through there. But I mean, with 6 laps to go in stage 2, what's the point? I mean, why take tires at this point? You're going to give up your track position. So certainly don't do it when it's this close. Now, if you was going to split the stage in half, yeah, by all means take the tires. But I mean, you're this close to it. You're going to see a lot of guys just go ahead and just take gas and just try to get out there as fast as they can.
Steve Haney now being showed as the leader. This would be his first stage win of the season for the man of the 80-67. Timing and scoring has him at 67. His truck is an 87. Let me get my damn rant going again here.
Uh-oh.
And he gives up. Yeah, he gives up the lead now. Remember, there will be a caution. Oh! Haney in the 21 crashing, entering pit road. Shane Scott, what was that about? Great Scott.
And he is absolutely he's looking around like, how the hell did that even happen? Check out Luke Smith coming at the frog right here. He has yet to pit yet, so... Yeah. For the folks at home, they can't hear Dean, so you wouldn't cut across you wouldn't cut across a car on the freeway to try to get to the exit. That's what you're asking, right, Dean? Okay, well, yeah, you wouldn't Atlanta. You wouldn't Atlanta on 75-85 split.
No, you better not. Yes. No. And you know what sucks about Atlanta? Here we go. Ring the bell. I'm mad about the numbers not matching the scoring ticker, and I'm mad about Atlanta traffic. Here we go. You know what sucks about downtown Atlanta? If you do not make the right exit, you got to go around a whole damn circle to get back around to start over again. True story. True story. Oh, my goodness. Man, this is how bad Atlanta is, mind you. What was the year? Was it 2017? I think it was the year that the Patriots and the Rams played in the Super Bowl. I was a sideline reporter for Fox Sports Radio, okay? So I'm not trying to get off subject, but I am getting off subject. Just bear with me. 4 to go in stage, and still Cofield back in the lead again. Now you're called back up. Listen to this, and Jacob, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, okay, or not Superdome. We're not talking about New Orleans. We're talking about Mercedes-Benz Stadium, okay? It's like 3 miles from the Omni Hotel. That's where I stayed at the Omni for, my coverage of working the Super Bowl. All right? Mm-hmm. It took me, okay, listen, it's I'll say 3 miles. I'll give it 2 hard miles. It's 2 miles from the stadium. Super Bowl Sunday, I thought I left at a decent time. It took me 3 hours to go 2 miles from the Omni Hotel to the stadium. I was furious. And I think my producer was too. There's no subway in Atlanta. What the hell are you talking about?
No. Hold up. There is a subway in Atlanta. It's called the MARTA train. Do not.
Yeah.
Do not.
We'll get on that, mother.
Hold up. You're going to get me on a rant now. Do not.
We got beef.
Do not hit the MARTA train at nighttime. Do not do it. I swear. You will. Oh, yes, it's scary. Yes.
The airport at nighttime. I saw some freaky stuff in the Atlanta International Airport overnight. Come on. It's like Walmart. The freaks come out at night, right? I mean, come on.
Well, I'll put it to you like this right here. If you ride a MARTA train at night in Atlanta, it is the same exact thing as spending the weekend in the infield at Talladega, you will come out of that a brand new man. I guarantee you will, because you will see stuff that you only hear about. You only hear about that kind of stuff. But here's the thing: if you live to see it, that is the main thing. You got to live to see it.
Yeah, I've been in the. I've if you can survive the Big One Boulevard in Talladega, you can survive anything.
It's close.
All I gotta say, put the women and children to bed. That's all I gotta tell you. Oh no, some of the women are out. The freaks are out. What's that? The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
Come out at night.
Serious, I'm afraid. Closing laps of stage 2. Oh, there's a look at the point standings after Auto Club. I think we're way behind. We didn't run Auto Club last week, guys. You're way off. Point standings after Iowa. The point standings after Iowa, if that's the correct points. I don't know if they are or not. Come on, get it together. Nonetheless, Cofield is running away with this one here. 2 to go. The point standings are correct, but they did not run Auto Club. They ran Iowa. They ran Iowa last week. So there you go. He has a lot going on in his life. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Oh. Hey, by the way, 17-6 Dallas. They just intercepted the ball. But that was given to me about 20 minutes ago, so I'm way behind schedule. I guess. I said they intercepted the ball. I am not a Cowboys fan, okay? So don't even go there. Steelers, can I say something again? Ring the bell one more time. Can I get a little run in one more time? Wesley's rant times 3. Here we go.
Here we go.
We got beef. Pittsburgh, keep Aaron Rodgers on the damn bench. I'm done. That's all I got to say. Back to the race. Closing in on 1 to go in stage 2. And there will be a caution. No, listen, Jacob. Aaron Rodgers, who's like father time of the NFL, he reminds me of Brett Favre, pardon the pun, okay? This guy comes to Pittsburgh. They're always going to be the saving grace. He freaking sucks, all right? He twists his wrist, of all things. They sit him out. Mason Rudolph lights up the scoreboard and wins over Cincinnati. Aaron Rodgers couldn't even beat Cincinnati in a football game on Sunday Night Football in September or October, beginning of October, and he wins the game. Keep Mason Rudolph as the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm done. Send him his walking papers. Give him a walker in the process as well. Goodbye, Aaron Rodgers. Bon voyage. You're done in the NFL. And we got 1 to go in stage 2, by the way.
Oh, baby.
Why you laugh at me? You know I'm serious, man. Come on, Jacob.
Serious. But I know 100% that you're serious at it. I don't love it.
I love Pittsburgh as much as I love Alabama, and they, it's time to go. But goodbye. Yeah, come on.
I'll tell you one thing that's going to be going right there. You see it. Going to be at Autodrome December the 9th, 2025. Obviously, for the Florida Academy Distributors Endurance Race.
Do you know how to say the name? Do you know how to say the name?
Autodromo
Hermanes Rodriguez. Oh, it's not Mexico. Wait a minute, it's not Mexico. I'm sorry. Put it back up on the screen, damn it. I'm going to try again. Now we're coming to the end of the stage. We'll put it back up on the screen in a minute. But nonetheless, Jonathan Cofield has won himself another stage. He wins stage 2, and finally we're going to see a caution flag. Thank God. Dalton Shear, the milkman. The milkman's here, okay? I guess they call him the milkman. Mark Cofield, East Toboggan Boulevard is the absolute place to be at Talladega. Yes, the big one. And Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Dadino Ferrari. I got it right.
You done better than I could have.
It's a mole is actually what it's called. It's a mole. When the moon hits your eye, it's a mole. It's a mole. A mole is where we're going to be at December the 9th.
I can only sit here and listen to it off the cars. They Guido, it is the real Michael Schumacher. It is Ferrari. That's all I can hear.
Do you know mini Ferraris? Luigi only follow the Ferraris. Do you know mini Ferraris? We're taking a break, everybody. We're back in a moment. Cofield wins stage 2. Oh, welcome back. Jacob only followed the Ferraris. Welcome back to the welcome back to the Premier Racing Setups 120 at the streets of Chicago. Let's grab Lucas Lyon, stage 1 winner. Boy, I tell you what, man, looking good. Coming off the win at Iowa last week and winning stage 1. Had a little hiccup there in stage 2, but you've rallied back to second. Taking the race right now, Mr. Lucas.
It's kind of not like how I drew it up, but it's working well for the team. I went stage 1, Cofield went stage 2. We both kind of decided to have a little snack break and eat some tires. So I had it in turn 1, and Cofield decided to eat tires in turn 2. So I got a minute's worth of damage. I'm not planning on getting it fixed. I just plan on trying to keep the track position. But I seriously wasn't expecting to get pole. I thought Pappas was going to.
Hey, Dean, I got to ask you a question. Are any Star Trek cars racing on the Mole? They should be the McLarens, yeah. You got to watch the endurance race to catch the joke. Yeah, I do. I call them the Star Trek cars. I didn't know what the hell they were. Let's grab Jonathan Cofield. Jacob, you got the man that won stage 2. They're both part of Bandit Motorsports, and they are pitted. Money stop as we're closing in on halfway and the final stage when we go back to green.
Yeah, Jonathan, buddy, congratulations on the P2 or P1 for stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Looking pretty comfortable out there. Obviously, we're trying to go back to back, I guess you could say, because last season you won this race. Do we feel like possibly we got the same vibes to be able to pull it off and win it again?
I think so. It's hard to pass. You know, Lucas got that stage 1 win. I ducked it under him a few times trying to just figure out a way around him, but never really could. I think we're shifting a little different. So I can't quite get the power down on the straightaways. But everything going good for the team so far.
Staying out of trouble. All about the team. Hey, speaking of team, Mumford, Alabama's Jonathan Cofield. You ready for the Iron Bowl? And we gonna see an Auburn truck for next week for the big race that I believe we're going to. Oh, where the hell are we going to? We're going to Michigan next Monday night, but that's Iron Bowl week.
No, King of Talladega, remember?
Oh, yeah, we're not racing.
That's right. We got King of Talladega. Oh, that just works out perfectly. That's right. We come back to Michigan December 1st. It's King of Talladega. So you got to run the Iron Bowl truck, right?
I might. You know how the SEC is, man. It's kind of like who was it? Who played in that? Florida, and who'd Florida play? Help me out.
Hell, I don't know. Was it Vanderbilt? Was it Vanderbilt? I think it was, or LSU.
I can't remember. Anyway, you know how the SEC is, man. You can have a team that's undefeated and a team that's 3-2 in the SEC or something like that. You know, ain't won a lot of games, and it be a really good game. You know, I don't know why they show up to play at the last minute sometimes, but
it was LSU, by the way. I think
it was LSU. It was LSU. Yeah, it was. Yes, sir. And by the way, they lost. Florida lost 20-10 to LSU. So, and by the way, we have to beat y'all. Alabama has to beat y'all at Jordan Hare. And it's going to be a
Jordan
night game. How cool is it going to be? It's going to be fun seeing your eagle fly across the field at night. Hopefully, you don't crash into the building. You know, nobody's trajectory.
Easy.
War Eagle.
Man.
War Eagle. You know that we're not friends on Iron Bowl week. So, okay, we're still friends. Good luck, Jonathan. Good luck the rest of the way, buddy.
Appreciate it, buddy.
It'll be a night game, by the way, and I'm understanding, according to Jacob, Brady and Cody told us that the Iron Bowl will not be affected because of the King of Talladega. So we got to make that race in the morning or a daytime game or something. So there it is, all the details, and it starts this Sunday. Bandit Motorsports drivers Lucas Lyons, Jonathan Cofield, Stage 1 and 2 winners, and now you're caught up in what has been the Premier Racing Setups 120 at the Chicago Street Course. And there's all the details one more time. November 23rd to the 28th. I think they changed the date, didn't they? The 28th is a Friday now. I thought it was the 29th.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of crossed up on all this as well. I mean,
29. If they do it on the 28th, I can't call the 500. I ain't gonna lie to you. If they play on the 28th, if they run on the 28th, I can't do the race. I'm being honest. I've already got commitments, and I told them that. I thought they were going to keep it on Saturday the 29th and move it like in the morning or lunchtime. So, yeah. You might have to call this thing yourself, Jacob.
Oh, God.
I'm just being honest, man. I mean, this is they update the damn schedule and they change the dates around. And I mean, I'm telling you, I can't do the 29th. I'm just telling you, it can't happen. I can do the 29th. I can't do the 28th. Is what I'm saying. So,
well, we need to get with them.
we're already taking it off on Thanksgiving. We're already taking off on Thanksgiving. There we go.
I'm kind of happy we're doing that. I mean, I'm kind of hoping, I'm kind of happy we're taking off Thanksgiving because obviously I probably won't be able to make it either. So, I mean,
Ain't nothing like eating a chicken leg. Ain't nothing like eating a turkey leg and calling a race on Thanksgiving, boy. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, we're talking about that. I mean, I know we're getting ready to go back green, but I do want to let everybody know. Obviously, I haven't put out a podcast episode lately because I've had a lot going on and everything else. But little man, whatever. There'll be one. I promise you, there will be one sooner or later. But I know a lot of times I pop it up on the podcast, talk about little man. Little man's doing good. Just passed his 4 months. He's got his 4-month shots. He hated it. No, he hated.
I mean, when you hate shots, I mean, come on.
Hell, I'm 33 and I hate them. But the good thing is that they said that he's able to kind of try food, so we're going to give him a good bit of mashed taters on Thanksgiving. See what happens.
Cranberry sauce. We got green. Stage 3. Going back to it in Chicago. Get that boy some cranberry sauce and a deviled egg. He'll love you forever. He's from Alabama. Well, he's from Georgia, but you know what I mean.
Oh, boy, we're going off the rails in Chicago and off the rails of the NASRA 360 Racing Network as Cofield's got the lead lines. Remember, it got about that minute of damage, and baby, Matt Cherry. Joshua Suss slugging it out a little bit. Check out Suss right there trying to work that wheel, work his way around the Chicago Street Course, trying to make it happen. He was able to get around Cherry, battle for 6. Both drivers are up positions. Peyton Johnson's up 16 spots all the way up to P5.
Got a really good shot going at him as he works his way back around towards Columbus Drive, heading towards Grant Park. Cofield, Lions, it's Bandit Motorsports. They're teammates. They're 1 and 2. Now they fight it out in the third and final stage with 30 to go here at Chicago.
Yeah, Cofield tried to work his way through that little, what I like to call the kink. And if you love that, you love the kink, and you love NASRA, make sure you hit the bell, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, like and subscribe to the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Keep up with everything going on here with DSR. Cops is going to be this Friday. That's going to be a good one. Cops, we're going to Talladega this Friday night. So a little bit of a teaser, I guess you could say, to get ourselves ready for the King of Talladega next week. And obviously the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series, obviously rocking and rolling along on the Wednesdays. So keep up with everything going on with NASRA, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button.
by the way, I think I said next week we're going, of course, to Michigan. It is not. It'll be December the 1st. So we prepare for the NASRA King of Talladega starting this Sunday. Right now, stride for stride, Matt Cherry battles alongside with Joshua Suss. Joshua Suss scrapes off the Armco barrier. Man, Cherry's already had contact with the wall or trucks or something. He's got damage on the left front of his 45, and they race on as we close in on halfway. Even though we completed 2 stages, we are 30 down and 30 laps to go this time by.
Yeah, and riding on board with the boss man, Brady LaBeouf, trying to work his way up through the field, get Kerry Tribute right in front of him. Kerry Tribute was very, very fast earlier on, was up there in the top 3 for most of this race. Now Kerry Tribute right there in front of the boss man, Brady LaBeouf. Roger Diamond, oh no, we got contact. LaBeouf going around. Contact. LaBeouf going around and stopped. Wow.
Brady LaBeouf and another truck crash. It's because you changed your date to Friday from Saturday. No, I'm just messing. Brady LaBeouf, I'm not sure what happened there. What in the world? Let's find out. Here's the replay presented by Polk's Poppers. Is that the 98 of Larson? It is, and Larson wasn't backing off of Brady LaBeouf, and he T-bone shot him all the way up into the wall. That's the 98, I believe, of J.D. Larson.
Yeah, very much is. J.D. Larson 1 lap down on the field. Him and Brady LaBeouf getting mixed up a little bit. Watch it again, LaBeouf. LaBeouf hits the wall a little bit, kind of comes down.
I see it now.
JD ends up sending himself around, and Brady LaBeouf certainly at a bad spot or bad way, if you will. Back in the 11th spot, was up there in the top 10, but certainly now he's dropped a couple spots.
Another look at it again is Kerry Tribune now is working his way into the top 10. He's in 8th position. Hey, by the way, we're halfway home, 30 down and 30 to go. Cofield, Lyons, Newton, Smith, Johnson, top 5. Cherry, Kaufman, Tribune, Suss, Diebold, your top 10 as we give you a full field rundown. 30 laps to go in this race at Chicago here, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good one, obviously, with Jonathan Cofield leading this bad boy. Lucas Lyons sitting in second, about a half a second back from him. Adam Newton about 2.5 back from them, sitting in P3. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, sitting in 4th. Peyton Johnson, the biggest mover in the race, up 16 spots. You see it right there on the pylon. Peyton Johnson sitting in the 5th spot with Matt Cherry sitting in 6th. James Kaufman, good night for the 25. James Kaufman up here in 7th. Kerry Tribune sitting 8th, the Kappa Joshua Suss in 9th, and Roger Diebold rounding up the top 10.
Yeah, I already done that, but we'll do it again. Brady LaBeouf, 11th. Phil Pappas, 12th. Chris Cinnamon, 13th. Cody Don, 14th. Buzzy Mongold, the top 15. Then it's Jeffrey Johnson, J.D. Larson, Ryan Dillevo, and Shane Scott. Robert Richards is in your top 20.
Yeah, and then I'll make sure I get it right this time because 21st is going to be Tyler Pigmer with Tyler Goodwin, 22nd, Craig Schroeder, 23rd, Keith Haney, 24th, Shane Trotter, 25th, Dane Hagan, 26th, Justin White is 27th, Chad Ross, unfortunately, down there in the 28th spot with Cole Larson, 29th, Raul Meza, 30th, and the Holly Daddy Brian Chu, 31st, with TJ Moore, the race director.
TJ Moore trying to keep everything in line. As I'm about to ban our producer. Is there a way to mute him? Bah humbug, man. Ain't nobody. Look, cut the damn turkey first, right? I'm serious, you know. Hey, Jacob, guess what I did over the weekend, brother?
What's that?
So they had this thing. They had a sale, or Well, I'm not trying to promote Wally World in any shape or imagination, but they're having these special sales, right? It's not just Black Friday sale, but it's like Black Friday prices for Black Friday sales, but it's not Black Friday.
The beef?
No, hell no, I ain't got no beef. No, I do got a beef. I couldn't fit a damn 100-inch television in my bedroom. I I wanted a 98-inch big screen TV to put in my bedroom. Unfortunately, it wouldn't fit. So I had to get I paid about $400 and got a 75, 80-inch big screen television, and it looks the same. And when we when we first shut up when we first set it up, I was like, yeah, there ain't no way 100 inches would have fit into this bedroom. but I did buy me a new big screen TV. So yes, that's Wesley's Christmas present. Christmas, New Year's, birthday, all rolled into one. There you go. It's Wesley's world. It's Wesley's world. La 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 la. Wesley's world. Jacob, it's Wesley's world.
Wesley's world.
That's Wesley's world. Oh my goodness, I love you guys. Under 30 to go, 27 remaining. Well, I can't wait to watch Iron Bowl on that big mother. Man, last night I fell asleep watching the TV, and my dog Chance Wade. So it's not only a fun for me, but it's fun for him. Man, that television, when he sees like dogs and cats, Puss in Boots was an advertisement the other day for the new movie. He went you know what?
Oh, Lord. See what happened to old Kaufman right here. See if he just spins it around, loses it one way or another. Yeah,
that's my bah humbug gift. There you go. That's my bah humbug gift. That's my gift. Santa didn't give it to me. I bought it. James Kaufman needs to buy a new front end and the right front. He just tagged the wall. And it keeps on going. Yellow school bus.
Yeah, but I mean, if you keep watching right here, I mean, he works his way around the kink, then he hits the right-hander, hits another right-hander. Watch what happens. He gets down here in the final corner to come back to the start-finish line, and something amiss on the 25. Did he get tagged, or did he just completely lose it around?
Yeah.
He must be fine now. I mean, but I do remember seeing him spinning around back there off of the last corner a couple of laps ago. We saw it just a second ago.
I didn't realize how big 75, 80 inches would be. I mean, I really didn't. My bedroom. No, shut up. My bedroom had like a 52-inch big screen TV or 55-inch, and I thought that was big. But then I said I want bigger. And then I looked at that sucker. I said, "Holy cow, man!" I'm laying in my bed. I look at it. It's like I'm in a theater. The TV's just is hovering above my bed now. It's like I just turned my head and bam, there it is.
Okay, wait a second. We got drivers going down. We're going to hit a pop this replay, but you couldn't fit a 100-inch TV in your bedroom. I mean, you couldn't. I mean, I'm talking about. I mean, you could get it through the damn door. Is what I'm saying. I mean, could you? No.
I could get the bitch through the door. It was just I couldn't. The TV stand and the width of the wall from wall. I'd had to move a lot of stuff, and it's hard when you live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, well, I can't.
Well, if you want a 100-inch TV, I mean, you're gonna have to make sacrifices.
Hell no, I ain't sacrificing. I love my 1-bedroom apartment. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, 85 inches is fine. Or 75 inches, whatever the hell size it was I bought. I can't remember. Leave me alone. Brady LaBeouf on a quest to get back to the front. He's in the top 10 again, going after Kaufman.
Yeah,
67-inch TV. There you go. Yeah.
Right there in front of him, James Kaufman. Both these drivers are both up 5 spots from where he started. Kaufman up 4 spots from where he started. Joshua Suss, who was right there not too far down the road from him, he's up 9 spots from where he started, riding on board with Phil Pappas. Very good little battle right here for the 9th spot. Kaufman, LaBeouf, Pappas right there in the mix. Diebold right behind them as well. Good little mix-up right here for that 9th spot. 4 drivers throwing a blanket over them.
Can you imagine watching NASRA on your big screen TV like that? Man, that'd be cool. I can't wait to watch the replay of this. Surround sound.
Well, I mean, I got a big old TV right here sitting in the living room, and that's what I call the races on and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, I could see it.
He uses the Vegas sphere. Really? Oh, we got trouble. Brady LaBeouf around again. LaBeouf, Kaufman. Oh my goodness. There you go. No, they got to be friends. Come on, guys. Be nice. It ain't his fault. I don't think it is.
Bound to happen.
Here's a replay. It's bound to happen, and one night it did. Papa love Mama. Here's a replay.
See what happens right here. I have traffic right there in front of him as well. Triple J. Kaufman sends it. Wasn't able to make it stick.
Oh, man, yeah.
And it was a
just a chain reaction, man. Pappas and Diebold and all them were just along for the ride after Kaufman and LaBeouf, hit each other, rear-ended one another. That looked like something that happens on the interstate. Man, I ain't lying. You go down the interstate, all of a sudden everybody just slams on the damn brakes out of nowhere. You're like, what are you thinking, you dummy? I mean, how many people have done that? I had road rage. I had somebody do that the other week ago. Going down the interstate and slam on the brakes like that, man. If you know there's traffic jams up ahead, don't drive like Mahagas Gandhi, Speedy Gonzalez until you drive up. Until you drive up on the traffic and then slam on the brakes, right? That's how crash dummies happen.
Good Lord.
We got beef. It's the truth. Am I not telling the truth, Jacob? Come on, man.
No, you are,
it's a rant.
Well, I'll tell you another one. Why, when you're going up the interstate or whatever, and it's always a police car. It's always a police car.
And
It be a wreck or anything like that. Everybody got to slam on the brakes just to see what the hell is going on. Everybody's got to see it. Everybody's nosy. Everybody can't mind their own business. They got to see what's going on. They see the cop over there. Well, what is this? And then bam, the cops coming to you afterwards because there's another damn wreck.
Yeah.
So,
or what about whenever you're exactly. And you ring the damn bell again. What about when you're driving down the road and there's a cop that's up in front of you and everybody's going 75, 80, 10 miles over the speed limit, and then they all start slowing down because it's like, I ain't passing that cop. I ain't passing that cop. And then you wait for that guy to veer off the exit, and then you just hammer down again, right? I mean, I do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like the start of the NASRA or the King of Talladega, which is exactly what it is. I mean, pace car pulls in, green, baby. That's how you do it.
And this weekend, get ready for it. The King of Talladega starts this Sunday. What a great segue. What part of the punt there, Jacob? I love it. Starts this Sunday. We got to talk about Friday night, though. I'm not be available Friday. I don't know, you and Cunningham or whatever his name, y'all go cut the turkey or whatever. I don't know. You and Dean, I don't know. I'm not doing it Friday the 28th. I just can't. Sorry. I mean, I thought it was going to be Saturday. That's what they advertised for how long? So, my rant's over. Back to the race. Shane Scott, he started 29th. He's in the top 20 in 17th. We're closing in on the end of this one here. And Cofield, the crash test dummy. Man, this guy's got a crash test dummy suit on, and he's got skeletons. Yeah, hi, man. Hi. He's listening. Yeah, we're talking about you, Shane. Yeah.
I mean, if you actually, we're talking about Shane Scott. You got to give Shane a little bit of love here tonight, to be honest with you, Wesley, because, he started back there on the back. He started 29th, and he's all the way up to 15th. I mean, you wouldn't think that's a big deal right there in 15th, but when you're up that many spots and seeing that many drivers have that many issues tonight, you got to give you got to give a tip of the hat, to Shane Scott. I mean, Peyton Johnson, I know he's up 16 spots, but Shane Scott started way back there in the back. He's got progress out of this. Got to give him some love.
That's right. Shane, we're talking about you, buddy. Hold it together. Don't crash. Hold it together, Shane. And let's go on board with Lucas Lyons Baldy. He's got his hat on. You can't see it. But right now, he leads. Lyons and Cofield. Hey, we got a camera for Lyons? Lucas Lyons? Where's he at? I thought we did. You showed it earlier. Oh, you got man cut it off, I guess. I don't know. Looked like he was in a dark place, Jacob, earlier. It was in a dark. Look at Cody. Okay, now we're friends.
Well, you got to give Lyons, some credit. I mean, we talked to him right there at the end of the stage break, right there at the end of stage 2. And, he said, I got a little bit of damage. Well, road courses, there's a little bit of air, that these guys got to worry about, downforce, all that good stuff. There's a little bit of air that you got to worry about, but this place, to a certain extent, races somewhat like a short track. I mean, you got your high speeds, and you got your 90-degree corners and all that other stuff. Eric, you kind of, Cofield, hold on to it. But, I mean, it gets a little bit iffy, as far as the aero goes, but, you trade that off to try to get that track position back. That's exactly what Lucas Lyons did, and he's starting to make the most of it right here. Until he does that.
Diving after Lyons again. Lions and Cofield are like lions and tigers and bears in the Windy City. Oh, my. Going at it. It's the Bandits. Cofield trying to run down Lyons again. Driving now through the big city streets. I run these streets, man. I run them. 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. When they come to the line, it will be the Premier Racing setups. 20 to go as they work through the final corners and turns number 10, 11, and 12. Look out, they're striping to the wall. Hold on, as Cofield is right. Oh, no! Cofield crashes, I told you. Jonathan Cofield throws it all the way, but there's no caution. And for Lucas Lyons, he'll come down the front straightaway, and he'll see the Premier Racing setups. 20 to go here at Chicago Street Course.
Oh, baby, that is going to be big right there for Lucas Lyons to try to gas up, get away with Adam Newton 2.5 seconds behind him. And, folks, if you need a setup, go check them out, PremierRacingSetups.com. Obviously, enter the code of NASRA, N-A-S-R-A. Get 15% off your entire order, and 15 gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. And, folks, if you want the setups that the Redneck Announcer races, that Lucas Lyons is probably racing up here. Well, I ain't going to say that. I mean, but NASRA races, because some of these drivers, they got them sponsorships with them race shops and everything, so I don't want to get him busted or anything like that. But if you want the setups, Redneck Announcer and NASRA races, go check them out, PremierRacingSetups.com.
We need to pause for station identification if you're listening on the radio. The finish with 20 to go from the Chicago Street Race, the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series on CRN.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text stop to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
The Chicago Street Course, the site of the next round of season number 6 of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. So glad you're joining us on the Community Radio Network or watching on NASRA 360 Racing Network. Jacob Reeves, the Redneck Announcer. I am the Grinch, the Grumpy Man, Wesley Outland, and Bigglestein Hopton on production. He's got his little voice sound box in the background. And we saw what happened on the break to Jonathan Cofield. Lucas Lyons smiling, grinning ear to ear. Even though it's his teammate, Jacob, it's all fair game with under 20 to go. And now Lyons is clearly out in front over Newton, Smith, Cofield back to 4th. Johnson now in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to play a big deal right there out of all that, Wesley, because, Jonathan Cofield was his biggest competition, to be honest with you. I mean, Cofield was right there. I mean, every stretch, stride for stride. I mean, these guys, I mean, they're teammates, Bandits Motorsports, Blue Line Racing, you name it with some of these teams, not Hawk Racing. I mean, just so many of them that's out there. I mean, you got all these teammates, everybody trying to work together as you see Lucas Lyons going down pit road, but at the same time, you work together with them throughout the week. But at the same time, you want to beat them when it comes to Monday nights to actually try to beat your teammates and have the bragging rights throughout the week. So, there's got to be a little oomph, I guess you could say, in that 41, knowing that he ain't got to worry about Cofield, but he better worry about Adam Newton because Newton was catching him before he made this pit stop.
Like they said in the awesome children's movie, Casper, all for one and one for all. Wash your pants before they fall. Lions on pit road now. Jacob, you all right?
I ain't got nothing for it. I can't do it. Wash your pants before they fall. Where do you come up with this kind of stuff? Good Lord. Oh, my gosh.
Boy. Adam Newton now being showed as the leader. The Bulldog, by the way, a 3-time winner this year. Adam Newton with Swim up in front. Jeff Sickles got to be happy with the drive. Adam Newton's got what a good run the man's got, man, from Graham, North Carolina, looking good in the number 19 machine now.
Yeah, I mean, Wesley, we have seen this is a different Adam Newton that we have seen in years past. You've been calling, with NASRA way longer than I have. I've raced in a couple of races, with Adam, for a couple of seasons of the Monday Night Series. And this is a different Adam Newton than what we have usually seen on the Monday Night Series. I think he is very, very driven this season. Obviously, with, his buddy, the one that, that he lost, and, obviously there's drive into that. There's emotional, spiritual driven. I mean, a whole lot of drive in this 19, and he is showing it this season. I'm telling you, I mean, the sentimental favorite. I mean, I know, this is, we still got in-season brackets, going to start up when we go to Michigan on December the 1st. I know we got all that going on, and I know we still got a little bit before we get to the playoffs. Cofield is the strong one from what we're seeing right here, but if you're going by sentimental favorites, Adam Newton's got to be your guy. I mean, he's got to be your guy to pick it, to try to win it all. And obviously we can't pick. Obviously we're broadcasters, but it certainly would be something special to see Adam Newton at season's end walk away with season 6 DSR Electric Truck Series Championship.
By the way, don't forget, when we come back from the King of Talladega 500, which will begin this Sunday and all of next week, they will return on December 1st, and it will be the first of 4 rounds of, hey, here you go, NASCAR copying NASRA, because NASRA came up with it first. The in-season bracket challenge. I think they copied the NBA, because the NBA actually is the original people that did it. I got to give them credit. It's basketball. But they came up with the in-season bracket challenge, and we're doing it again for a second year. The in-season bracket challenge kicks off December 1st. It will be at Michigan, Bristol, Darlington, and Talladega again. We're going to Talladega again. There you go. For the King of Talladega, and of course, the final race before the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll be Talladega out before it's all said and done. Yeah,
never. I love Talladega. I love it. Love some Talladega. By the way, Adam Newton on his 451st career. The 451st career race tonight for NASRA for Adam Newton. He's got 21 wins, 118 top 5s, and 252 top 10s. You want to talk about a man that is consistent? It is that driver. Unbelievable.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, there is drivers, obviously that, just amazing stats and amazing that what they can do. And, right now, Adam Newton kind of on that amazing stretch with Jonathan Cofield. They're on that little bit of amazing stretch. What will they do? Here is the big question. Adam Newton, as you see him working his way, coming down pit road, Will he elect to take tires or will he take gas to try to get the gas, try to jump out there and try to make something happen? There goes Cofield. Cofield coming down pit road. Now, obviously, Lucas Lyons, he has made his stop. Luke Smith, he has made his stop. Peyton Johnson has made his stop as well. Diebold, Suss, they have it. Carriage-Abu has, and so has Matt Cherry. What will Adam Newton do? It looks like he's going to take 4 freshies and send it back out there and try to have a shot as Lucas Lyons shoots right by both of them. So Lyons will reassume this lead. It's basically going to be catch me if you can with Adam Newton trying to now run down Luke Smith and then obviously try to run down Lucas Lyons, who is the leader of this race.
15 laps to go. Raul Meza counting tonight for another race as he has the all-time starts of anybody. Career start number 461. Robert Richards, career start 454. Adam Newton, as I said, 451. And right now, Lucas Lyons in the lead, pitted, still in the lead. The Bandit Motorsports entry has a 9-second lead. Oh, and by the way, Jacob, if he wins, he's the second driver, ironically, from Bandit Motorsports, like Jonathan Cofield, to win back-to-back 2 races in a row this season.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a big, big deal for that to happen for Lucas Lyons. Winning at Iowa last week, obviously, like you said, come out the Chicago Street Course, possibly go for 3 in a row when we go to Michigan. That would be something. And check out the point standings of where they run right now. Adam Newton leading, Luke Smith right there. Taylor Peacock, who is, I do not believe he is in the field here this
He's
evening.
not here tonight. Nope.
So, yeah, so obviously he's going to drop a little bit in the points. Does not have that win, but Cofield, Lyons, and then Peyton Johnson obviously won at Talladega. So, yeah, I mean, this whole grid right here could flip a lot. I mean, Andrew Harris is nowhere to be found this evening. So Andrew Harris is going to drop a little bit in the points as well. So there's going to be a little bit of a shuffle up there in that top 10, top 11 when we go to Michigan in 2 weeks.
It stops still going on with under 15 to go. That's Adam Newton now pitting. Other drivers, that's James Kaufman. He had problems earlier tonight. Back on track, back on course. By the way, Cofield is in third, but he is still 16, 17 seconds back to the leader teammate, Lucas Lyons. Diebold in the top 5. Good solid run for him. There you see his truck. Jaws, as I call him. Jaws, the shark. Number 14. Dun-dun. Oh, Kaufman, look out. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. He missed the yellow school bus. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that is a... Well, listen, that spot right there where he was at, that is a very bad spot. We already saw a couple of drivers,
Really
Cody Shane Scott, getting involved in that earlier on, and that is a blind spot. With guys coming around corners, drivers parked right there. Bad spot to be sitting in. Watch it one more time, riding on board. James Kaufman just kind of sends it in there. He doesn't hit the wall. Well, he hits the wall after he snaps it loose, but the wall is not what made him go around. He just went through there, and it's real bumpy right there. Think about this. There was another one that was spun around back here right behind him trying to get it straightened out, and there was a 7. That was Carriage-Abu that went around as well. And, you know, think about this for a second. You know, when we talk about this being a street course, it is a damn street course. It is not, it is not like what you would see at Michigan, Talladega, Daytona, or even Watkins Glen. It's not Watkins Glen. This is what the actual folks in Chicago, Illinois drive on day in and day out. The citizens of Chicago drive on. They didn't make this course just to, appease the drivers and racing and everything else.
Right.
It's an actual damn highway that they're racing on, so all these bumps and everything else, they got to go with that.
Adam Newton still on the pit lane. Something amiss on the 19. Boy, that is frustrating for him. Good thing is he's a 3-time winner, and here's the deal: that's a mulligan, right? I mean, if you are a 3-time winner, you have some bad luck, you have something happen. Hey, I won. Okay, I got 3 wins this year. It's okay for me to have a bad night, just like Cofield, just like even Lions or anybody like that. If you're one of these guys that have got wins this year, I don't want to say that Chicago Street Course is a wild card, but I'll be damned if it ain't. It's not like Talladega, but it is a wild card, though, Jacob, because if you struggle tonight, you at least can say, hey, I got to win. I can get through this. I can survive through this and move on to the next level. And obviously, that in-bracket challenge coming up after the King of Talladega 500 weekend. By the way, again, that starts this Sunday. Let's show the flyer one more time. Starts this Sunday, the King of Talladega. And again, it's going to be a big one. Talladega. By the way, it is presented by Surf Pro. Fire, water, cleanup, and restoration. Surf Pro sponsoring that event. I hope we don't have a lot of Surf Pro cautions, though, Jacob.
I hope not. I mean, I gotta really hope that we don't have a whole lot of them, but you never know. I mean, 500 miles at Talladega, you're going to have a wreck. I mean, you're going to have one. The only thing about it is there's no fast repairs involved in it. There is absolutely none. So, when they wreck, if they wreck so damn bad, they tear the whole damn front end off of it. That's what they're stuck with for 500 miles. They have to try to get it fixed and everything else. But, back to what you were talking about, this being a wild card race, it very much is. I've always said it. I've always looked at super speedways, road courses, and maybe even short tracks, certain short tracks, to be in those wild card races, mainly the super speedways and the road courses, because super speedways, I mean, I've always said it. I mean, they're like a damn roulette wheel. Place your number on there, see what happens, and see if you end up getting it. Road courses is a completely different breed because you have to have a different skill set to be able to compete, to try to win. And not only that, you got to have the skill set to survive. I mean, 60 laps on a street course, 120 miles with just this tight area, you've got to be focused. You can't just slip and just say, screw it and just let her fly. You have got to take your time. You've got to be able to survive. You got to watch out for people wrecking and everything. You got a whole lot that you got going on through this 60 laps here on the Chicago Street Course. So very much this track in this race is a wild card race.
Certainly is. Closing in on 10 laps to go. If you heard an earthquake in the broadcast booth, we apologize. A whole bunch of pots and pans and Tupperware fell out of the cabinet. I need some glass breaking. Dean. Where's it at? Yeah, repetitively, not just one. It wasn't just one thing that broke. Oh, look at this. Luke Smith is battling here with Cofield. Cofield trying to go back to second, but he's still 11 seconds behind the leader, Lions, his teammate with 10 to go in Chicago here, Jacob.
Yeah, Cofield not really having the night that he wanted. I mean, granted, he got the stage 2 win presented by the Glass Mechanic, but other than that, I mean, it pretty much went downhill for him when he was right behind Lucas Lyons and then just straight up looped it and let Lyons get away. Lyons got 11-second lead. Cofield a little bit faster, about half a second faster than Lucas Lyons. The only problem is he's got to pick it up. He's going to have to be a second faster than Lyons if he wants to have any shot at catching him. Because he's got 11 seconds behind him, and there's 10 to go. So he's going to have to figure something out pretty damn quick.
He better do something, man. Get your life right. Shane Scott battling now. Newton around Scott. Look at Shane. Hi, Shane. Shane, stay composed, buddy. He put on the narrow lines. Braking on the gas. Look at that. I love it. Even fighting the sun here now in the late afternoon. Here he comes. He's going to start laughing here in a minute or smiling. There you go. There you see. I see the smile. Our crash dummy of NASRA, Shane Scott, right now. Looking good, though. Got a good solid drive going for him. He is in the top 15. It's Diebold now trying to battle Kerry Tribune for 5th on the racetrack.
Yeah, he's trying to work his way up through there, try to make something happen any way, shape, fashion, or form. Roger Diebold. Obviously,
Cherry's after
up 4
Diebold.
spots.
Yeah,
Matt
my bad.
Cherry, okay. Yeah, Matt Cherry trying to work his way up there. And Diebold up 4 spots. We talked about him a little bit earlier on, and then we didn't really talk a whole lot about him afterwards. But Roger Diebold, very, very quiet night out of the 14 here tonight. Up 4 spots, sitting in the 6th spot. See a little smoke up through there. He's got to maybe dodge a landmine going through the kink right here. But Diebold doing a fantastic job right now. A very, very quiet night. Something a lot of these drivers want to have here tonight. Just have a quiet night and just get the hell out of Chicago in one piece and be ready to rock and roll when Michigan comes in 2 weeks.
Live on the air. Somebody said they're gonna stab me in the eye, Jacob. If I look like a pirate for the NASRA Talladega, Kings of Talladega, you know what happened to me before Thanksgiving. Arr, you can see with one eye. Cofield, he's in 8 seconds, back in 2nd. I'm understanding Colton Hogan said that Newton smacked turn 1 after his last pit stop, Wesley. Okay, thank you. My eyes are getting blurry because somebody threatened to stab me with scissors.
Oh, that is a whole
Y'all laugh.
different
Y'all
level of
laugh.
cluster
Y'all
right
laugh.
there.
But this ain't funny. Y'all laugh, man.
Well, it's a whole different level of cluster is exactly what that is right there.
Big screen TVs and scissors and Tupperware. That's all I'm gonna say, right? We got big screen.
A day in the life of Wesley Outland. Holy Lord.
Oh, I love it. And Chance Swain is trying to attack my leg. Come here, buddy. Come here. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Let's see. I will say this real quick. I mean, we're sitting right here at a pretty peculiar spot. If you look at this right here, we got 8 laps to go. Look how far Cofield's back. 8 seconds. I talked about it. You need to pick up about a second a lap. Well, that last lap, the last lap they ran, Cofield ran a 132.278. Lucas Lyons ran a 133.229. He was a second faster than Lucas Lyons. He is rolling right now. Lucas Lyons might be, he may be in a big old steaming pile of doo-doo right now. Lyons better figure out where the damn NOS button is on that 41. He better get going. 7 to go. And Cofield's got him by 7 seconds back. Cofield is coming, son, and he's coming in a hurry. Telling you, buddy, Cofield is absolutely rolling. You see the time differential, the gap just dropping, just absolutely. And look, I mean, he is driving the hell out of this truck, bouncing it off the wall, overshooting the corners. He has got it down to under 5 seconds or under 6 seconds now at 5.5, 5.3. Where is Lucas Lyons at, son? He is absolutely getting reeled in like a pulse popper on a hook. Literally. Cofield rolling 5 seconds now with 7 to go.
He's on a roll, man.
Like I don't like Lucas Lyons' chances. He's in bad
Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yes, sir. Oh, the suspense is killing me.
What was that?
Sound effects. Damn. Shots fired. Jonathan Cofield, no school's in session, and it's go time to run down the leader, Lions. I wonder, so here's the deal, Jacob. Lions pitted, but did not change tires. Look at Cofield. He is running him down, man. He is like after him, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely putting a whooping right now on this whole situation right now. I mean, it is absolutely crazy to see the speed that Jonathan Cofield is putting on Lucas Lyons. I mean, and both of them took tires. Both of them was in for 14.
Oh, they did take tires. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
7. That's what they were looking at as far as their tire wear and all that other stuff was, and fuel and everything else. Cofield's just the faster truck right now. And, I mean, you know, he might have been listening to us here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network when I was sitting there saying he needs to pick up about a second lap. Hell far, he's picking up 2 seconds, 3 seconds that last time. 132.157 to 135.459. Lucas Lyons, he better just pour. I mean, he literally just better curl up in a low ball right here and just wait for Cofield to catch him, because Cofield's fixing to blow by him in a hurry.
He's running him down. I mean, he's cut it down to almost 3 seconds a lap around the street course here, the 2.2 mile street course at Chicago. And we're at 5 laps to go, and he can literally see the tailgate of Lyons, his teammate from Bandit Motorsports, methodically hitting his marks perfectly, coming down off of Lakeshore Drive, exiting off of East Balbo Drive, South Lakeshore Drive, Columbus Drive, heading towards Grant Park, where the Chicago Bulls celebrate. They're 2 times as three-peat champions in the 90s of the NBA, and now he has got traffic up ahead. Kaufman, get out of the way, you big yellow school bus. Cofield licking his chops, ready to pounce on him, and he's dead. Oh, my God. Oh, no.
I mean, yeah, he's absolutely straight up at a T-bone spot right there, literally.
Exactly what Lyons needed. Cofield needed it. And there's 4 lap traffic up ahead.
Yeah,
Lyons knows he's in trouble.
He's in a bad spot right here, Wesley.
Oh,
this is bad right here.
Cofield
trying to get around him, trying to figure out a whole 5 to go. Cofield on the drive of a lifetime, 10 seconds back at one point, 5 laps ago, if you will. Now he is up on the back door of the 41 of Lucas Lyons, really starting to make it heavy on him. Boy, I'm telling you, Lucas Lyons, if he's been saving anything, son, he better figure it out pretty damn quick and get going right here for these last 5 laps. He may not even have a shot. If Cofield gets to him, it's game over. If he gets to his door, he's gone.
And more lap traffic as a pickup ahead. Here comes Cofield. He'll go full send. Nope, he'll back off, reset, go again here as they work their way back off of East Balbo Drive to South Lakeshore Drive. Working into the corners in the turns 3, 4, and 5. Lap traffic is a pick. He goes around. Cody Knott goes around. Cody was trying to check up and get away from the leaders, and he lost it on his own. 3 to 4 to go. Look at Cofield. Here, kitty, kitty. Meow, meow, meow. He's ready to pounce on him.
If Wesley, I mean, it is very, very hard to make passes here at Chicago street course. You can see it. I mean, Cofield, he sends it in there. He gets it run. He's able to get there, but at the same time, he don't want to run over his teammate. At least not right now, at least I would think. But Cofield, he is the faster truck. Obviously, that last time was 135.021. Obviously, Lucas Lyons 136.9. So Cofield is faster. It's just how tight these corners is, and just bad spots, lap traffic stuck in the way and everything else. Cofield was here in this situation earlier on. He was here earlier. What happened? Right around in this area right here is where Cofield looped it around and spotted out. So he's trying to be careful. He wants to make sure he's got a shot. He gets in the line, almost ducks him sideways, coming to 3 to go. Good Lord.
He literally gave him a bumper, and then he backed away because he was going to turn both of each other. 3 to go. Lyons now got a big lead over a second on Cofield. Cofield's got to regroup and refire again here. 3 remaining.
He's got a second back, but obviously we saw the Cofield can really close the gap. But with that gap, with what he had in that 5-lap sprint, coming back from 10 seconds, at what cost did it do to the tires on the 58? So when he got back to him, he may have got back to him, Wesley, but the good may be burned off of those tires. You see them, I mean, getting up into the wall. I mean, both of these guys driving the hell out of these trucks, trying to be the winner. And obviously, Lucas Lyons wanting to dethrone Jonathan Cofield, not only because he's the defending DSR Electric Truck Series champion, not only because he's the teammate with him at Bandit Motorsports, not only because they're friends, but because Cofield won this race last season. Lucas knows all this stuff. He's trying to hold him at bay every which way he possibly can.
A reset, as right now 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Lions in the lead, but look at Cofield. He's cut it back to half a second. 2 remaining. Penultimate lap in the windy virtual city of Chicago, going on into 1.
Oh, baby, 2 to go. Cofield has started to close it back in, about a half a second back. There you see both of these drivers. And don't count out Luke Smith, about 4 seconds back from this battle. Both of these drivers get into it, and both of them end up screwing one another. Luke Smith right back there in that blue truck, in that blue 27, starting to very slowly close in. He was about 4 seconds. Now he's got down to 3.5 seconds. So Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, could really play a factor right here with 2 to go as Cofield gets loose, trying to gather it back up. Dirt tracking it here at the Chicago Street Course, and Luke Smith trying to give chase. Lyons trying to get away.
The Frog here, and I will play my game. Look at Lyons, Cofield, Smith, Johnson, Diebold, top 5 were single file. Cofield has set his sights on the 41 again. One wrong slip. He's ready to pounce on him like a coiled cobra. I know it ain't Halloween no more. They're fighting over the last piece of turkey and croissant on the table. 1 lap to go when they come off of these final corners. Presented by the fine folks of Darren's Detail and Shine. It is go time. 1 more lap to go. Cofield's got 2 miles to try to get around his teammate Lyons, looking to go 2 wins in a row into turn 1 here at Chicago. Final time.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. Obviously, with bragging rights with the Bandits Motorsports guys, Lyons trying to go for 2 in a row would be right up there in that elite group with Cofield and Adam Newton and others. Certainly, it's got to be a lot on the line for both of these drivers. Both of them got history, good and bad. According to what they say, Lyons has an advantage. A little bit, about 0.3 of a second. Lyons gets up into the fence. Here comes Cofield right on his tailgate. They shoot through here. A little bit of lap traffic ahead of him as well. Lyons has the lead. Cofield may end up using the bumper if he gets the chance.
Somebody said bump and run. I don't know if he wants to do that to his teammate. He's trying to play nice. Final laps coming down South Columbus Drive and Michigan Avenue, heading towards Grant Park. Lyons in the wall, Cofield in the wall, gotta run him down. Here he comes. Time is running out. They're heading to Grant Park, and blinking is Lyons. Connection issue on the 41. Cofield sends it in. He's gonna dive on the bottom. They make contact. Lyons hits the tires. Lyons is in the tires. Cofield to the lead. Cofield to the lead. He's looking to be a 3-time winner this year. Here comes the 58. Working off the final corners. Coming to the line. Jonathan Cofield wins here in the Chicago Street Race. Oh my goodness. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith gets around Lucas Lyons for second. Lyons will end up third. Cofield's getting out of town.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. We got to see this on instant replay right here. We're going to see it on Pops Poppers instant replay.
First they call it a bump and run, though, Jacob. I wouldn't call it a bump and run. He got a run. They made contact. He wasn't lifting. Cofield and listen, if Cofield wouldn't have turned hard right, they both would have went head on into the tires. I'm telling you. There was contact. They were rubbing sheet metal with one another. If Cofield would not have turned hard right, Lyons and Cofield would have crashed here. And then there's the end of the race there where the bump and run did get used by Luke Smith on the final corner coming down the straightaway on Lyons to get second.
Yeah,
Boy,
I mean,
this is fun.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are probably going to look at that as a bump and run, but I mean, there was no bump. Well, I mean, there was from Luke Smith to Lucas Lyons, but there was no bump and run between Cofield and Lyons. I mean, Lyons just overshot it coming out of the kick, gets under the wall. Cofield had a run. He dives down to the inside. Those last two corners, Wes, that we saw it, they are very tight to get through there. Those tire barriers, they stick out very, very tight. You saw it right there for just a split second. I mean, Lyons is going to be upset. He's going to be very upset out of all this, and he damn well should be. But, I mean, that's racing. That's what's going to happen. You get yourself in tight situations like that. It's always about who wants it more. And Jonathan Cofield wanted it more here tonight.
He surely did. And here's a look at the replay, or here's a look at the results. Jonathan Cofield is the winner. It is now his third win this year. He ties with Adam Newton. Luke Smith will settle for second. Lucas Lyons, what might have been for the man winning last week at Iowa, trying to go back-to-back. He'll settle for a podium. It'll be honest to hear their thoughts on the finish coming up in post with Jacob and Dean. Peyton Johnson and Roger Diebold, the top five. What a good run for the Shark. Kerry Tribune, Matt Cherry, Joshua Suss, Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, heading to the King of Talladega. They're your top 10 here in the Chicago Street Race tonight, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, and also with Bandits Motorsports, Jeffrey Johnson Jr., very, very good and quiet night for the number 33, up 13 spots. Kind of snuck under the radar, gets him a P11. The Bulldog, Adam Newton, ends up finishing in the 12th spot. James Kaufman will get 13th with Shade Scott finishing in 14th. Good drive for him. He was up 15 spots as well. J.D. Larson will come home in 15th with Buzzy Mongold at 16th. Tyler Dittmer will get 17th. Tyler Goodwin will finish in the 18th spot. Ryan Dillaboo will get 19th, and Craig Schroeder gets 20th.
To the lineup for the finishing order, we'll find Phil Pappas. Chris Cinnamon, a former series champion, struggles again tonight. The Spice Man, 22nd. Robert Richards, Keith Haney, Shane Trotter, Dan Hagan, Justin White, Chad Ross, the top 25. Dan Hagan, Justin White. Then it's, of course, Chad Ross, Cole Larson, Raul Meza, a struggle night tonight for him. And Brian Chu will finish shotgun on the field after crashing on the opening lap. Race control again, TJ Moore. Time of race, 1 hour and 40 minutes and 15 seconds when the checkered flag fell. We're taking a break. Jacob Dean on the other side. Carry you guys for post-race. I'll be back with you on Sunday. No, correction. NASRA Cup Series on Wednesday. Obviously, some of the other big races coming up. Jacob will tell you about that. And, of course, remember, we're off next Monday. We're off next Monday for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. However, we're not really off because we have the road to the King of Talladega presented by Serve Pro at next Monday night. So, for everybody, I'm Wesley Outland. We take a break. Jacob on the other side grabs the podium. It should be some interesting interviews when we wrap it up next from Chicago. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship
that lasts a lifetime.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the Chicago Street Race. Obviously, the premier racing setups 120 is in the books. And I will say this, I don't know if their fireworks is legal in Chicago, Illinois, but damn it, NASRA might have broke the law on this one. And they really threw some fireworks out here for the race here tonight. Jonathan Cofield getting the win. Jonathan, buddy, congratulations on the win. You are obviously in Florida Cabinet Distributors winner's circle, but oh, wow. I mean, buddy, tell me about that whole last lap between you and Lucas right there.
Yeah, I was just trying to get around him, and the track's so narrow every time I'd get right up to him. I know that one time coming over the bridge, I got in his rear end and pushed him a little bit, and I just told him, go, go, go. I don't know. I'd get up close to him, and the whole width of his truck would just block my view going in corners and trying to figure out where everything was at. So I was missing a lot of braking zones. Got in some trouble early after the pit stop and spun it out and fell 15 seconds back. Just drove the shit out of it trying to get back to the front. But yeah, that's not how I wanted that to go. He got in the wall and I got under him with a run there, and I just overbraked the corner and smoked the right front. What? Not even worth the burnout, really.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you obviously. I mean, didn't even do the burnout or nothing. You just pulled it right there to turn one, just went ahead and just backed out. And I could tell, I mean, and I've raced with you enough times, I've watched you race enough times that that's not how you race and everything else. But I mean, you and Lucas, I mean, y'all are good buddies. Y'all go back and forth and everything else. Does it sting a little bit more knowing that not only it's a teammate, but a close friend rather than it being, just another fellow competitor that you race week in and week out?
I mean, it stings a little bit more being Lucas, and got Lucas 3D designs on my truck.
Yeah, I just now noticed that. Yeah, I just now noticed that.
It's not supposed to laugh. It's supposed to be a sorrow moment.
Well, I know it is, but okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, no, stings even more at being Lucas. I mean, two good road racers. I mean, we fought all race, man, trying to get away from them guys, and then got off by ourselves so we could kind of get up front and play a little bit, how we do. And, toward the end there, it just got serious. I was aggravated from my spin and driving the wheels off of it, trying to get back to them. And, I mean, it's kind of like you said, it's not how I race. I mean, I'd feel the same way if it's anybody else. That's not how I want to win a race at all.
Well, I've got a quick question to
Shout
chime in on
to
that one, Cofield.
Go ahead,
Sorry. You're just blinking for that last little bit there too. Thankfully, that didn't cause an internet problem. But you got to give it to yourself. You chased him down in the dying parts of this race. You started shaving about 2 seconds at some point, even close to 3 seconds a lap to get back into it. Of course, you obviously the wind's there. It's close, and you can see the accident there right now. You have to go for it. That's the thing about these street courses. There's not a lot of room. It's unfortunate that there wasn't enough room for Luke to turn, and he went into the fence and had to back it up. But you got to be pretty proud of that chasing down. That takes a lot of concentration. You guys had to go through a bit of traffic to do that. I mean, you still shouldn't feel too bad about that win, mate, because if you didn't have that pace, you never would have got to him and never got to the opportunity to get the overtake done, which you did.
And there's a lot of lap cars gave us a break too, so kudos to them guys. Anytime Lucas needed somebody cleared, they'd get over. If I need somebody cleared, they'd get over. They didn't have to do that, but it's kind of awesome they did and kind of helped me run him down. But all in all, we'll go on the next, well, not next week, week after next, and hopefully have a little better race.
Jonathan Cofield comes out with the win here tonight at the Chicago Street Course. Buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. And as always, thank your sponsors and these shout-outs.
Yeah, like I said before, Lions 3D Designs on the truck, Cofield Asphalt Finishing, Cofield Supply and Service, just everybody at NASRA doing the broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. I think this was a pretty good race. After the top 4 or 5 qualified, I had a feeling it was going to be a really good race. A lot of them guys were setting fast times in practice, but yeah, everybody at NASRA, of course my teammates, everybody at Bandits Motorsports, and that's about it.
Jonathan Cofield gets the win here tonight. Buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Michigan or next week for the King of Talladega, whichever one comes first.
Appreciate it, bud.
That was Jonathan Cofield comes home with the win here tonight. We'll go to second place finisher. Luke, I'm trying my best. I'm not the best at it. I can't do it like Dean, but I'm going to give you I've been practicing a little bit. Kermit the Frog here. Was that close? Was that close?
That's pretty good. Kermit the Frog here.
Well, you got to throw the redneck accent into it. I mean, I get as close as I can to it. But look, buddy, congratulations on the P2. Up 5 spots before you started. Kind of a quiet night for you, at least till the last lap. You and Lucas kind of driving it in there, all kinds of stuff. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I felt like I was doing good. This is only the second time I've ever raced this track, and I've never raced it in a truck before. So I'm spending most of the race trying to figure the track out, and right there on the broadcast, you get a good view of me missing turn 1 because I got really excited on the final lap, seeing that they were as close to each other as they were. But yeah, it was a quiet night, just kind of hanging around. At certain points later in the runs, I felt like I had really good pace, but early in the runs, I couldn't hang with any of these guys whatsoever. Caught a couple bad breaks with some lap traffic because it seemed like everyone wanted to smack one of the Arby's walls when they were in front of me, and I kept running into the back of people. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy to bring it home P2. I think every single one of us that were running up front throughout the race, every single one of us made some sort of mistake and hit some wall. So, I was just having fun out there with what little grip we had on the track and just cruising around.
Well, look, buddy, you come out of this right here. Fantastic run. Like I said, you get P2 and everything else. Road courses, we've seen you do, kind of decent road courses. How tricky is this place? Because I raced here maybe once. And then after that, I just said, hell with this. I said, I don't want to mess with it. I'm not a big road course guy anyway. But how tricky is this road course compared to other ones like Watkins Glen and Sonoma and Lime Rock and other tracks like that?
I think that compared to every other road course I've driven on, and I'm not much of a road guy either, it's way bumpier. It causes so much wheel hop on corner entries and stuff. Like, you got to be careful with your shifts, or else you're going to loop it around, or you're going to completely miss your corner because you just wheel hop it a little too hard into the corner. But you're definitely fighting less grip than you feel like you have on most road courses. At least that's how I feel like. But for the most part, this is a track that there's a reason it's only the second time I'm running it, and it's probably because I have zero desire to run this track. But I had an absolute blast tonight. That's the first time I've actually done half decent here.
Luke Smith coming at the front, baby. You come out of this bad boy with a P2 here tonight. Congratulations on the P2 run. Appreciate your time, and as always, thank your sponsors. Any shout-outs as you just run completely over Lucas Lyons into the last corner right there. Good Lord.
Had to I gave him a little bump. First off, I'd like to shout out Starbase 1552 Comics. They're the sponsor on the truck here. You know, Judd and those guys are awesome. Florida Cabinet Distributors, they're my sponsor on Fridays. Murph's Magical Creations. All the guys at Blue Line Racing, they're great. You know, we always have fun. We're not here to get pissed off at each other. We're just here to run and have fun. Like to shout out you guys putting on this broadcast. It's always fantastic to go back and watch. And like to shout out all the people that make NASRA happen. You know, this is fun. We should all have fun. And, you know, I just enjoy my time here.
Luke Smith, Cover the Frog, comes out with a P2 here tonight. Buddy Luke, congratulations on the P2. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at either Michigan or the King of Talladega next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Luke Smith, Cover the Frog. P2, go to, oh, hell, this is the one I didn't want to do. P3, Lucas Lyons, comes out of it with P3. Lucas, I mean, I really don't know what else to ask you. I mean, what else could you have done to try to get the win here tonight? I mean, you had two corners and looked like you was going to have it, and then you get blindsided. I mean, Jonathan said it wasn't intentional. It's not what he was intending to do. Your reaction to all that?
It definitely wasn't intentional. I just when I saw he was starting to gain about a second to 2 seconds a lap, I started pushing too hard, and lap 54 got wheel damage, and that definitely didn't help my cause. And I just started making mistakes over and over and over again. And he got up, just trying to make the truck as wide as I could, and hit the wall. And then he got into the corner, and it's all my fault.
So it's all your fault. Okay, well, Lucas. Well, I mean, hell, I really don't know where else to go with that. But Lucas, I mean, you still get a P3 out of it tonight. I mean, granted, you know, not getting the win. I mean, obviously it sucks, but you still come out here. You get you a stage one. You get you some points. Obviously, you got the win at Iowa last week, so you're already locked in for the playoffs. But I mean, still coming out here for a good showing. Two guys in the top three for Bandits Motorsports still ain't too bad, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not too bad. We had a great night. I had fun racing with Cofield, going back and forth with him, and he talked about that contact, and I was just telling him, I'm like, look, we're racing for the win. We're coming down to it. Like, I'm going to do everything I can to not let you by, and you're going to do everything you can to get by. So, I mean, it's hard racing. And if I didn't hit the wall, it might have played out a little bit different on that last two corners.
I'll tell you what, he handled it a hell of a lot better than I could have, folks. Lucas Lyons comes out of it with a P3 here tonight. Lucas, buddy, congratulations on P3. Appreciate your time. And as always, thank your sponsors and any shout outs.
I want to go ahead and shout out my 3D company I'm trying to start up. I've had over 30 orders so far since I've started about a month ago. I do number plates, sponsor plates, whatever you can think of. Lions 3D Designs, just shoot me a message on either Facebook or Discord, and I'll give you a price. And Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Honor Home Loans, Scotty Lover Racing, Top Tier Apparel, you all for putting this on, and everybody at NASRA, and hopefully you all have a great King of Talladega event.
All righty, Lucas Lyons, P3, buddy. Congratulations on the P3. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Michigan, buddy.
Thank you.
That was Lucas Lyons, P3. I mean, I got to be honest with you, folks. I mean, whether Lucas screwed up, I mean, he says he screwed up, Cofield Racing, I mean, everything. That's still a tough pill to swallow, racing out of that. But Dean, I mean, buddy, final thoughts. I mean, I know you love road course racing. I know you love the finish because some of the stuff you were saying that nobody else could hear. Thank God, I mean, because you would have got fired. I mean, your final thoughts. I mean, damn. I mean, what a race. I mean, what a finish. This place never disappoints.
Yeah, and a lot of that racing, like I said to you before with Cofield in the interview, a lot of that's not done that you show necessarily on the cameras. It's a survival of keeping it out of the fence. And practically every driver did have some sort of tango with the fence. So they're all nursing little bits of damage and stuff like that on top of that you don't necessarily see. We don't feel that, of course, in the car. The drivers do. with the traffic on top of it as well, too. We saw in those dying stages of that race, too, a couple of drivers just trying to get out of the way, and they also spun. So that could have turned into a situation where if that was a millisecond earlier or later, then you could have had the leaders getting involved in that, and their nights could have been wrecked completely as well. So it was very lucky that was the situation, but absolutely fantastic close racing. Street courses like this is like the Monaco of the United States, isn't it? With tight street racing, you love it. It's fun. It's challenging, certainly very sweaty for the drivers. And you have to do a bit of argy-bargy. You have to do a bit of trading paints. You got to get your elbows out to get an overtake every once in a while. No driver wants to turn another driver to do it, but it just happens. And also I want to give credit out, although he did finish in the podium, Peyton Johnson, 17 places up to finish in that P4 position. So very, very close to getting that podium, and he had a solid drive, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, kind of cool. I heard that little phrase right there, sweaty. Yeah, the last time I heard the phrase of sweaty was, people talking about the Call of Duty game, which, by the way, it sucks. That's beside the point. But, I mean, that's where I first heard the sweaty term anyway. But, yeah, I mean, folks, Chicago street race, I've talked about this before. The Chicago street race, it's just one of those races. It just is. I mean, it just works with NASRA. I agree with what Wesley Outland said. This track, it just works with NASRA. It didn't work in NASCAR. They're doing away with it. Thank God. But NASRA needs to keep it, because every single time we've had a race here, it's always produced some kind of entertainment. Something's happened, some kind of chaos, something happens. And it damn sure happened tonight. 2 corners from the checkered flag. Cofield gets the win. Lyons gets third. Kermit the Frog Link Smith gets second. But, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, folks, if you thought that was entertaining, King of Talladega coming up next week for the NASRA 500 King of Talladega presented by Serve Pro. There's your dates. There's the rules. There's the QR code. Scan, get yourself into it, and see fixed trucks. And it's going to be a good one. NASRA 360 Racing Network will be broadcasting about it. We got sponsorships still available, so you can get in there, get your sponsor lined up with it. Make it as big as the NASRA 500 was earlier this year. So try to hook that up. Do what you can. Try to help us out, and get ready, baby. King of Talladega. That's going to be a good one. I mean, I love Talladega. Everybody loves Talladega. It will be an absolute blast. Cofield gets the win. He's in Florida Cabinet Distributors victory lane. Will he be able to go for 2 in a row? We go to Michigan in 2 weeks. Folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast. Got to thank all our great sponsors. Obviously, the Brickyard. Obviously, Concerns of Police Survivors for what they do. Florida Cabinet Distributors for, what they do for the victory lanes and all that good stuff. Got to give a shout out to Premier Racing Setups for what they do, and also for the title sponsorship of the Premier Racing Setups. 120. So many great sponsors. Murph's Magical Creations, A's Lawn Landscape, 213 Somewhere, hell, the list could go on forever. But the big one is DSR Electric for the title sponsorship of this great series with this great league of the North American Sim Racing Association. Got to give a shout out to the drivers. I mean, y'all put on a hell of a show each and every Monday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday night, coming up with the Endurance Series. And then obviously on Friday nights with Cops. So, I mean, got to give a shout out to the drivers. Fans, y'all come out in numbers. Y'all entertain us. We entertain y'all. And we just have a blast doing it. We really do. Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott for everything that they allow us to do, allowing us to be ourselves, kind of go off the rails sometimes and see what happens. So thank you very much to Cody and Brady for allowing us to be ourselves and entertain you, the fans of the NASRA 360 Racing Network. For the best damn producer in the business, Australia, Dean Hopton Biggles, and the best damn broadcasting crew on iRacing. Smithfield, North Carolina's own Wesley Outland. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said, as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Michigan's in 2 weeks, y'all. That's Kid Rock country. It's going to be a good one, but get yourself ready. Next Monday night, King of Talladega qualified races is going to be underway. Alabama, Roll Tide City, baby. We're getting ready to do a whole lot of super speedway racing here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network with NASRA. Like and subscribe, baby. Kick it. It's going to be a good one. We'll see ya. King of Talladega, Michigan, wherever it is. We'll see you there here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.